Hey guys, what's up? This is MentorBoy16, and this is part 2 of the two-part video for the Solio Classic 2 charger. Solar charger, I should say. So, then, in the first video I went over what it did and how it worked and all that stuff. So now I'm going to be going over the specs of, like, how many charges it'll give you, and what to expect out of it when you first get it, and everything else like that. So let's get started. So this thing, it is very, the battery life on it when you first get it is terrible. But when you once you give it like 2 or 3 full charges, which I've only given it about, I think this is my 3rd full charge on the Solio, it starts to pick up, and then it charges more and more using less of the battery inside of here. So, but when it comes to the battery, it can charge on Apple mode. It charges my iPhone 5 to a full charge in about an hour, and then it takes out about then it takes off about 73% of, or 70% of the battery on here, charging my iPhone from dead. But once you start getting it in a cycle where you charge it, discharge it, charge it, discharge it, then it works really well. And off a USB it takes about, I think, about a good solid 6 hours to get a good full charge off of about 40% battery on this. This I had it at about 30 or 40%, I don't know really, but it's between those two. And I had set it out this morning at about 10:46, and it is about 5 o'clock now, and it is fully charged using the solar panels. So they say on the box from dead it takes about 8 to 10 hours to charge off of solar, but on a really good day you can probably get it fully charged off solar in about just 8 hours if you're on a completely dead battery, because it's only been about 6 hours or whatever that this thing's been out here and it's gotten fully charged. So, and it has a regulator built in there on the underneath where the battery compartment and all that stuff is. Oops, sorry. It has a regulator that shuts off the power from the panels once the battery in here is full. And when I came back in, I checked it and it said it was full. So, sorry, my grandpa was just taking a picture of me doing my video. So, okay, so yeah. But as well as what you can expect when you first get it is that it's going to take, it's going to seem that it's going to charge really fast, but it's going to discharge really fast. But once you discharge it for its initial discharge, and then you charge it all the way, then it'll start leveling out, where it starts charging for a long period of time and then powers for a long period of time. So, but it is a pretty decent system. It's very user-friendly with the way it's built, because one thing I really like about it is that it is white, so it doesn't heat up, which in turn speeds up the charging process because the battery's not under strain because of heat or anything, because it's white and it reflects the light. And it helps get some more of that light into the panels. And then the panels are pretty good panels. They're pretty scrunched together, so you get a lot more power for the surface area of the panels. And it has 3 of them, so it gets a pretty good charge. And this has a 3200 milliamp hour battery in it, so it can give, once you properly condition this thing, like fully condition it, and it's been used for about a month or so, then it'll give you probably about 3 charges of a regular iPhone 4, probably 2 or 2.5 on a 5 because it has a bit bigger of a battery, and about probably 2.5 on most Androids. So it does work pretty well. So I'm going to show you on here. It's, oh, I left it on, duh, idiot. See how normally that light there, that little LED would be red, but seeing how the battery is fully charged, it is not. So I'll push it and you'll see how many times it blinks, and when it blinks 5 times, that means the battery's full, so we'll see how much. 5 blinks, it says it's full. And then it'll start blinking to tell you that it's on, so. But, anyway, the Solio is a pretty decent little charger. The Solio Classic, I would highly recommend it, because it's, the Solio Classic 1, or the Solio Classic, the original one, the first one they came out with, it has a much smaller battery than this. And the battery in the Classic 1 is a lithium ion, and the battery in this one is a lithium polymer, which is very, very rare for Solio, for solar charging units. But lithium polymer allows you to fit a big amount of power into a littler package. And the Solio Classic is about this size, but it only has about 1/4 the battery capacity of this when it's fully charged. And this one charges about at the same speed as the Classic 1, because the Classic 1 uses monocrystalline panels, and this one uses, wait, I'm sorry, the Solio Classic 1 uses polycrystalline panels, and this one uses monocrystalline. So it's a lot, this one has a lot more efficient panels than the Classic 1, so yeah. But anyway, this one, I've had this one for about 4 days now or whatever, I don't know exactly, but it is a lot better than the first one I got, because the first one I got, the hinge here broke, and the box is actually pretty beat up because someone had opened it and then messed with the thing itself, and then it screwed it up and all that stuff. So this one's in a lot better shape. So you want to look out for, whenever you buy one of these, you want to make sure that the box is in pretty good condition, and then you figure out that no one's opened it, because the first one I got, someone's probably obviously opened it because it was all beat up and scratched and all that stuff. So, but either way, I highly suggest that you guys, if you are one of those people who's out and about and you want to charge your stuff using better efficiency power, I highly recommend the Solio Classic 2. It's a very decent little solar charger unit. So anyway, this has been part 2 of the 2-part video of the Solio Classic 2 review. See you guys later. Stay cool, YouTube. Bye.